Greetings and welcome to Sparkles and Blessings. I'm moving on to story number 39 in my adventures with Stephen King. The Lost was about 1978, and I had seen his movie Carrie. So it was now 1980, and we were living in Toronto. We had moved back from Nova Scotia, and the movie The Shining was coming out. And I had read The Shining when I was expecting my first child, and I remember sitting up on in a hot apartment, 22nd floor, hot apartment, 8 months pregnant, reading this book. And I was really hoping it wasn't going to affect, what I was reading wasn't going to affect the child somehow. But of course I'm being silly. I loved the book. It was evil, and it was very different after I watched the movie. They were both very different content and endings. And as much as people didn't like the Shining movie, for whatever reasons, there was at least once or twice where I could hear a primal scream rising in my throat as I watched that movie. I think one was the elevator scene where the blood was just, again, that's the thing with the vampires. So I read the book The Shining, and it was out now in the drive-ins, and I wanted to go see the movie. And that didn't work out because Frank wanted to see Airplane, which was just coming out at that same time. So he won that argument. I was quite pregnant, and I was sure I was going to go into labor watching that. And now this was one of those 4-scene drive-ins where you had 4 different theaters around you, and while Airplane was right in front of me, I had to twist my neck to try and catch what I could of the Shining movie, and it looked wonderful. The colors, just the bleakness of some of the scenes. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. That was the summer of 1980, and that was The Shining. And over the next few years, I would read more books of his. I would read I would read Needful Things. I read some of his short stories, and then came all this buzz about this new series that he came up with. Have you ever heard of it? It's called The Gunslinger. Now, I had heard so much about this series, and I wasn't too sure if I could properly download such an intense story. But that is another story. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. Story number 39. I hope you enjoyed it. My adventures with Stephen King, the author. I've never met him. I'd like to one day. I want to thank you for joining me on Sparkles and Blessings. If you like, you can keep watching me on the YouTube channel, Black Cloud Travels. That's where we go up to through British Columbia and up to Alaska, which is just some really nice footage there. So thank you for joining me. I'm Ducky out.